And I am thankful. So, as a team, we are taking, the leaders of our team are taking a mastermind training with Bengtson and John Cheplak. And it's been day one and it was amazing. I think there was just so much that we took from that. And we're going to be able to take our, team kind of to the next level. And I'm really excited about that. But I wanted to take what we had talked about yesterday. Before I do this, guys, I'm gonna do not disturb my phone because otherwise I'm gonna get disturbed. Um, I want to take what we learned yesterday and kind of go over that with you guys because I feel like it's really important whether you're a team leader or whether you're an individual in your business, that the things that we're going to talk about today are just really important to get clarity on. So, uh, today, we are going to talk about mission, values, and standards. So give me, like, whether it's in the camera or in the chat, give me some thumbs up if you've heard of mission, vision, and standards before, if you kind of have an idea of what we're talking about. We're going to all be kind of new on this. Okay. So mission, vision, and standards are really important for you to have in your business, whether you're running a team or whether you are an individual agent. It really helps you shift from just being an agent to being the CEO of a business. Because the reality is if you're not working real estate like it's a business, you're not going to see the results that you want to see. So we want to talk today about helping you guys get clear on your vision, your mission, and your standards so that you can, number one, start running your real estate like a business. And also, so you can kind of have that North Star that you're always looking back to, and remembering when times get tough, times get busy, times get crazy. So, mission, what is a mission? When you guys think, or sorry, we're going to start with vision. When you think of vision, I want you to think of it almost like a vacation. It's a destination. It's where you want to be, your future self, where you want your business and yourself to be, essentially. So vision is your business destination, and it's going to guide your daily choices and filter out your distractions and just help you be focused. How many of you guys have a clear vision or even a fuzzy vision of where you want your business to be in 3 years? Anybody? How many of you feel like I probably could work on this and it'd be a good idea to get some clarity around where I want to be in 3 years? Thank you, Anne. Thanks, Kevin.
I think
Yeah.
mine changes. Does
Yeah.
that happen to you? Like
Oh, for
I'll be
sure.
going and then all of a sudden it turns this way and I'm going here and then ooh, let's turn this way.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like your vision overall stays fairly consistent in like what you want to do overall. You've got like pieces of you that are always going to stay consistent, right? But I think that it's very common for your vision to change and adapt because you're always learning and growing and taking in new information. I think we can attest to this, Audra. When we came to EXP a year ago, we were in completely different positions than we are now. And so I don't think my vision statement a year ago would have aligned with what my vision statement now would look like just because I have new information, new relationships, and new ideas. So I think as your life changes, it is normal for you to change your vision some. Just like goals, right? Goals change over time too. Maybe you start working to your goal and you set your goal higher or bigger goals for yourself because you grow as a person, and I think it's a natural next step for your goals to change. So same thing with your vision. Um, I want you guys to just take a minute for those of you that aren't driving and write down what would success look like for you in 3 years for your business and your life? What would you define as success in 3 years? And if you guys aren't feeling something coming right away, I would just write down that question. What would success actually look like in 3 years for your business and your life? Just journal on it. I'm kind of a nerd like that. Like when you don't know the answer, just keep journaling on it. Keep asking yourself those questions that lead you to the right answer. And then I want you guys to answer this question next. Are you building a business that your future self will thank you for, or one that your future self is going to have to rebuild? Yeah, Audra, I said the same thing when I was kind of journaling on this and came up with that. And I was like, yep, yep. I've definitely, what I did 3 years ago has had to be rebuilt. Right. Does anybody care to share their answers to either of those questions?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is gonna sound bad, and I don't mean the last word, but it just sounds cool. I want to be a badass boss bitch, but not the bitch
Love
part.
it.
But it just sounds cool, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I put managing a team of 40 plus. I don't know, Michelle, if that was a good number in 3 years, but along with that, more freedom and flexibility and time with my family.
Yep. I love that. Love that. Anybody else want to share?
So in 3 years, my oldest daughter will graduate from high school, which is ridiculous. Um, and I want to be able to do what I want when I want with my kids and not have to worry about, oh, what is the bank account? Can we do this? Just not have that anxiety. And I have numbers around that. We don't have to get into all that, but it just comes down to I want to be able to do what I want when I want without that extra fear, that question, like, can we actually do this?
Love
I
it.
want to take her on a big senior trip.
Yes.
Thanks.
Those are the best. Love that. Okay, now we're going to shift a little bit, and I want you guys to think about your from your business perspective. I know the couple of us that kind of spoke up are more like geared towards coaching or growing a team. So this is probably might look a little different what you guys came up with, individual agents. Like in 3 years, you want to be known as the best veteran agent or the best agent helping veterans in the state or whatever it is. Like yours may be more client centric than ours were, just because we're in more leadership roles. But I want you guys now to think about like who's your ideal avatar? What's your client in 3 years? What's the ideal client that you're working with majority of the time? This isn't what you think, this is what you want. So if you're working with a lot of first-time home buyers right now and you're pulling your hair out, you don't have to work with first-time home buyers in 3 years. Where do you want to be? What's your ideal client avatar at that point? And get specific. Like, is it a specific, like, are we talking about first-time home buyers? Are we talking about families? Like, fair housing doesn't count in this exercise. It can be anything that you want to target. It could be veterans, it could be seniors, it could be, you know, $1 million plus listing, sellers. So get a little specific. What do you want your client avatar to look like in 3 years? Give you guys just another minute here. It looks like everybody's still kind of, you guys make me so proud looking down and actually doing the activity.
And I'm actually writing on my phone in my notes.
Look at you, Anne. I can't wait to revisit with you in 3 years and see how this exercise panned out.
We shall see.
Shall see. Oh. All right. So now that we've got kind of our avatar of who we want to be working with, um, I want you guys to complete this sentence, and this is going to help you develop your mission statement. In 3 years, I will be the agent known at, or I will be known as the agent who, dot, dot, dot. So in 3 years, I will be known as the agent who, and kind of tie it into what your vision for where you want to see your business in 3 years is and your ideal avatar. Okay. So you're gonna, and we'll do this after you kind of get off the phone. You can create your vision statement from what you have there. So it might look like, your vision statement might look like to build a referral-based business that supports my lifestyle and lets me serve with heart, not hustle. Or it might be, let's say you like first-time home buyers, to create simple, empowering home buying experience that helps first-time home buyers build wealth and confidence. Or I wish Alan was on here. This probably resonated to be the top local resource for veterans to buy, sell, or invest using their VA benefits. Or to be a trusted guide for seniors and their family during transitions into downsizing or retirement living. So you're going to take all that information that you were writing down and you're going to use that to craft your vision. What is your vision? What is going to be your North Star? And then you're going to move on to your mission. So your vision is the destination where you want to get to, kind of overall what you want your business to look like in the future. And then your mission is, why do you want to do it? Like, why do you do what you want to do? It's what keeps you going when deals fall apart. It's what helps you attract clients that really value your loyalty and your trustworthiness, all of that. So you are, it's really the heart behind the hustle, why you're doing what you're doing. And a great mission could be something that would be short and sweet that you would even maybe put in your Instagram bio. So think of it like, what you do and why you do it. So what gets you guys out of bed? Let's just start for that. Like, what gets you out of bed and makes you still want to run your business when everything is falling apart? You got a bad inspection, you're going to lose the deal, you got nothing else in the pipeline. Like, what gets you out of bed and makes you still move forward and continue in real estate? Anybody want to share on that? Like for me, it's a combination of I love helping people. That's just who I am at the heart of who I am. I just find, I don't know, I find it very rewarding to help people through difficult times. But then there's another aspect of me that, knows that real estate can be a great wealth building tool for other individuals as well as for myself. And so being able to just use my real estate business to get me to a point where I can have those trips to see my children who are now all across the country, or to spend time with my husband to be able to retire and enjoy life and not have to work myself till the end. So those are kind of the things that light my fire and get me out of bed, even when I want to pull out my hair because we're negotiating over the, stupidest things that someone just wants a win. Does anybody else have why do you stay in this business? What keeps you going? Yeah, last year was a tough year for so many of us. Like, why are you guys still here today?
I think it's the people, it's the people for me because I'm a people's person. Um, and I really do like the first time home buyers because they're fun to they're exciting to do that. But I also like my sphere. When I've helped people buy a house, another house, and then their kids call and they need a house, to me that's something special. So that's what with me is
Yeah.
the generational thing too.
Yeah, you almost become part of their, I don't want to say part of their family. That's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but so many clients, when you have a repeat and referral business, so many of your clients become friends. They become so much more than just clients. And I'm with you, Mom. That's like a great feeling of you trust me to help your daughter or your son. Like that's one of your most precious treasures, and you're going to trust me of all people to help them. That's a huge compliment. Huge compliment. Um, Maybe think about it from this perspective too. Like, who are you guys called to serve? Who are you called to serve, and what would change if you just focused on them? And then maybe also like, what story would your clients tell about you? Like, what would your clients say it felt like working with you? All of those questions can help you form your mission statement.
Will you
So,
say that again? What story?
oh yeah, what story would your clients tell about what it felt like to work with you? Like if you guys, we talk about Instagram bios, but like if you had a t-shirt and wore it around that was your mission statement, what would it say? What identifies you as an agent and what other people think of you as an agent? So some examples of this for like the solo agent might be, I help busy families navigate real estate with confidence by simplifying the process and providing exceptional service. First-time homebuyers might, those that represent first-time homebuyers might be, I empower first-time homebuyers to make smart, confident decisions through education and honest guidance. Or for someone that works with veterans, I serve those who served us by helping them use their VA benefits to build wealth and stability through homeownership. Where I provide compassionate, stress-free support to seniors and their families during a difficult real estate transition. So taking those pieces of the puzzle together, what makes you tick? And if you don't have clients yet, that you can't really think about like what clients say about you, what do you want clients to say about you? Or if you're providing really crappy service right now because you don't have the leverage you need, so maybe you don't still have clients saying good things about you, like what do you want? How do you want that narrative to shift? And that's going to become your mission statement. And then the last, I think this is uber important. Like vision and mission, those are great because they kind of become who we are and what we're working towards and what we want our business to be. But neither of those can be achieved if you don't have standards. If you don't have standards for how you operate your business. I think it's very common for us as agents to kind of run that hamster wheel, where you're just running in circles all day long and you feel like you want to pull your hair out and you're not really sure what you're doing this for. If you don't have standards, you're going to feel that way. So, standards are business boundaries and business habits. They not only define how you work, they define how you separate from work. These are the rules of the game that you're committing to, especially when it's not easy. If you have standards, you will live by those standards. It
You
doesn't,
said that was boundaries and what else?
oh yeah. Standards are your business boundaries and your business habits. They define how you work. So, and they're gonna be the rules of the game that you're gonna play by no matter how you feel. You're gonna show up. So, like for my team specifically, right? Our one of our standards is going to be that we're gonna show up for meetings on time and ready to engage. It's going to be that we're going to have lead generation time scheduled in and that we're going to commit to doing our lead generation. Right? There's going to be standards. What are the things, the non-negotiables that you're going to do? But your standards aren't your goals. It's not these pie in the sky goals that you have. Those aren't your standards. Your standards are pretty minimum. And if you can't meet your standards, you probably shouldn't be in real estate. When you think of your standards, kind of think about it as if you were your boss, what would you require you to do? And ask yourself, if you were your boss right now, would you continue to hire yourself? So your standards are going to be those things that you measure yourself against, and you're continually putting yourself in your CEO hat saying, am I being the employee that I should be? Am I doing the things that I should be doing? Or should I be firing myself? And a lot of your standards are going to start with, I know this is going to surprise y'all, it's going to start with your calendar. Do you have what you need to be doing in your calendar? Are you living by your calendar? Are you holding yourself accountable to the things that you put in your calendar? So, some examples of some standards are I'll respond to leads within whatever, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 hours, whatever your standard is, right? How quickly would you respond to leads? How many hours a day are you going to time block and live within your lead gen? It might even be your standards can be how you respond to your clients. So I will provide updates to my clients every week. I will provide exceptional service and be available to my clients between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., whatever that is, right? Those are your standards. So think of it kind of as like the high level non-negotiables that you are going to live by. And it can be, it could be something as like one of my standards is that I am going to fiercely negotiate for my clients. I'm going to put my clients, we all should be doing this anyway, but like I'm going to put my client's interest above everything else. So if I've got a friend on the other side that's the other agent, we're not friends in this transaction. We can collaborate together, but my objective is to get my buyer the best win that I can. So that might be one of your standards as well. So I want you guys, we're at time. I want you guys to just think about these things over the weekend. And I want you to really think about living a business and a life that you're living by design and not default. Setting up those standards, that mission, that vision, so that you have that North Star, you know why you're doing what you're doing, and you know the minimum of what you're going to be doing and what can be expected of you every single day that you show up for your business. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I guess this wasn't a whole lot of Freestyle Friday. We did a little bit of digging in, but hopefully that'll help you guys gain some clarity. And Matt will be back on Monday to be bringing mindset to you. So we will see you guys on Monday at 9 a.m. Have a good weekend, all.
Thank you. You too.